Bishop Matthew Kukah has urged the Buhari-led federal government to settle out of court with the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Bishop of Sokoto Catholic Diocese, Bishop Matthew Kukah, has charged the federal government of Nigeria to settle out of court with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The bishop insisted that the chaos in the southeast region of the nation can be addressed by the federal government and the southeast leaders. While speaking, the revered bishop revealed that the unrest in the southeast was avoidable. Kukah insisted that the adoption of sit-at-home tactics will never solve the problem but further introduce poverty in the region. He urged the people of the southeast to learn from the current situation in the troubled north and choose if that was why they wanted or that was what they wanted. Kukah revealed that agitation is not bad. He called on the people to join politics and vote their candidates into power to fight their matter. That is what some people have been saying, that they should join politics. The question is that those who have joined politics before now, what have they gained? Maybe he has a better understanding, or those who are always saying that, oh, instead of them talking about the agitation with the kind of followership they have, they would have channeled that into politics. And I begin to ask myself, the so-called Buhari that has billions of followers, according to what they always brag, where has he landed, or where has he yielded? Which is it? Has he yielded positive results? If you want to go in that line, and at times it baffles me when people say, "Oh, people should go and join politics. Oh, the youth should go and join politics." So join politics to learn what? Maybe they have a very different perspective from this whole thing. Maybe. But from what I have seen, I'm talking from my own experience and what I have seen. You ask the younger ones to go and join politics, they will just go there. When we already have the older ones who have already bastardized the old system, they already have a template. Majority of them that have gone to join, they have even come back. Some of them who have conscience, but some of them who do not have conscience. The case will just be like, if I cannot join them, if I cannot beat them, I join them. What do you want to learn? From what we have come to realize, the elderly ones are supposed to be laying the foundation. Then you are going to be learning from the elders. You are going to be learning from them. But when an elder does not have what to offer, what are you going to do? If the younger ones are not strong enough, they will just slide into all this nonsense that you've met there. Do you know the kind of rot they have committed, they have put in place, they have created in the system as we speak? So everybody is just frustrated. Everywhere you go, you'll be frustrated. But that does not mean that if people still want to join, I don't think there's going to be a big problem or it's going to be a big deal. But to me, that is not the solution. The elderly ones, or those who have been there, until they change their mindset. But they can quickly come out and be advising the younger ones, be advising the youth. Oh, you have to do this, you have to do this. And they are the most wicked set of people on earth. I mean, the so-called politicians that we have in this country. So if you are telling them to go and join politics, is it not the same thing? You want to join politics? I could remember Pa Ayo Adebanjo, a Afenifere leader, saying that you have to restructure. Those are the things that we need to do. Go and join politics, go and join politics. At the end of the day, you see me the same template. The antecedent of corruption is already there. If the nitty-gritty, if the needful is not being done, forget it. It's just going to be a situation of moving around circles. We're still going to be moving around circles. Nothing will happen. Go and join politics. Go and join politics. With all this nonsense, all these policies that we have, that one man is being made so powerful. The system has made a man so powerful that he has to choose this. Nobody can even speak truth to the power because this person has appointed me. So if I even speak truth to the power, the next thing, they will flush me out. And that is why you see that a lot of people are just trying to manage. Okay, let me tell them what they want to hear now. Even if it is lie, because they love that lies. Just be praising them. Even when they are doing nonsense, just continue praising them. That is the order of the day. If restructuring is not going to be addressed, if the constitution is not going to be addressed, forget it. And they don't want it. They know that as soon as we talk about restructuring, that everybody will not be responsible for what comes out from their own region or from their own state. You will see that everybody will reset. There will be that competition, but they don't want it. So if they go and join the politics with what we have on ground, you think it's going to change anything? You think it's going to change anything? I don't know. That is my own opinion. If you think that it's going to change any good thing or change it to positive things, you can let us know in the comment section. But with this kind of the crops of these politicians that we have, you think they have anything to offer, or they want people to come and change the things to the way it ought to be? The rot in the system is overwhelming. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Buhari should settle with Nnamdi Kanu out of court, like seriously, so that you come and so that we come and tell you to so that they will say, oh, there should be division of this country, there should be everybody should go their separate way, which they don't want, because with the way Nnamdi Kanu has gone, he's not going to back down on, oh, let us talk about one Nigeria. Some people will tell you, okay, if we want to talk about one Nigeria, we have to restructure. We can't continue running a unitary system of government and we expect better things to come up. It's not going to work like that. It's not going to work like that. The last time this man spoke, he was saying that, oh, they should not. Of course, he said it that the leaders and the Buhari government, they should do the needful. That one thing, because of what is happening in the north, they have to do this, they have to do that. They should not allow the sister at home. People should go and join politics. To me, it's neither here nor there. It is neither here nor there. It's not going to change anything. We have been on this journey for God knows when. Where are we now? Has it changed for the better? Those who always claim that they have experience in politics, tell us what they have done. You want these younger ones or other people to go and join? They will just join. They will do this. It's going to be the same thing, because none of them is ready for change, the actual change, the genuine change we are talking about. This is good counsel. Buhari is responsible for 95% of security problems in Nigeria. I have never seen a president that is unreasonable and incompetent like Buhari. Just like the parable they said, it is an avoidable problem. The most murderous ever to rule Nigeria, death everywhere, and he refused to do anything just because it is his tribe that is killing other people. Buhari must end up at the Hague, at the ICC. Wise counsel if the advice is wise enough to see it as a way out. Our Lord Bishops are what we want is Biafra. The Buhari government and his group have killed Biafrans too much. Joining one Nigerian politics is evil now in God's eyes. Violence does not harm. Violence does harm than good. Nobody's talking about violence. They are talking about referendum and what is there. And somebody say no, you cannot have referendum. That you just have to continue to be on the inside the system. That is what they are talking about. This is how we tolerate crime. Instead of punishing crime, we help crime with explanation. Instead of punishing crime, a man on his own created an army and was killing security agents, incited people to violence. Even when the so-called politicians have come to say they are the ones doing the whole thing, because that is the narrative some of you really want to hear, that they are the ones killing the IPOB are the ones killing security men. They are killing security men. You think so? Well, so guys, let's hear your opinion with what Bishop Kukah has said.